So we'll start with the questions. Question 1 is about emergency services and public safety. I'm going to read a little bit of context. Recently, our city council has made some controversial decisions about 911 services, Fire Engine 95, and the possible opening of a gun repair shop on Mission Street. Question: what is your position on these decisions? How would you address the resulting concerns about Daly City's emergency readiness and overall commitment to public safety? We'll start with Ms. Gabriella Makstman.
Thank you. I believe that a lot of these decisions were made because we have some severe financial issues in the city. The city is very close to bankruptcy. And I think the reason for that is that there's a lack of experience in the city council over the last 2 decades in finance and understanding budgets. I'm the first finance professional to run for office in a very long time, and I'm the only candidate running who has the experience at looking at these types of budgets and making decisions on managing expenses from in corporate companies. I'm also the only one who's read the 300-page budget that is currently available online, so that I can understand the financial position better. I'm committed to public safety, and I believe that we need to revisit all of these issues. We're currently being sued by the NRA because we decided to not let this gun shop open, and regardless of what the position is on guns, we're going to lose this NRA lawsuit and lose a lot of taxpayer money because of it.
We'll move on to Ms. Juslyn Manalo.
Public safety for our community should never be compromised. My position on the 911 services is that it should not have been outsourced and moved out of the city. Daly City Police and the dispatchers had their long-term relationship on their own system lingo that expedited services to the community. The police officers opposed to outsource and the move of the 911 dispatchers who would know better with their service. Engine 95's potential closure is detrimental to our community because it puts a strain on all the other fire stations in the area. This increases emergency response times and directly affects our residents, and in some situations, it can even mean life or death. In our communities, prevention of violence is crucial. By approving a gun repair shop within the area near multiple schools, churches, and senior housing, this is a business and amenity that is not...
That's time. We'll move on to Mr. Glenn Sylvester.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, when I heard about 911, I actually spoke up against the resource to the council. I spoke up many times. I examined the overtime. I looked at how many hours they worked, and yet they were still outsourced. Those dispatchers were willing to take a pay cut amidst getting a raise at Redwood City. But they didn't get what they wanted, and neither did Redwood City get what they wanted. They expected to get 10 dispatchers. They only got 5. They all moved on to other places. This really hurt our community. In regards to fire, 40,000 was the population approximately 10 years ago, and we have the same amount of firefighters today with a population of over 110. Not going to go, ladies and gentlemen. Public safety is my #1 priority. You never, ever compromise on public safety. Now, in reference to the gun shop, I believe in business use and retail. However, there wasn't enough community involvement that spoke up at the time when we approved the gun shop, the Planning Commission.
Sorry, that's time.
So, thank you. Wow.
We'll move on to Braxton Lethco.
So first and foremost, I just want to say I am totally against cutting Engine 95. Much like Glenn said, if we are a city of over 100,000, continuing to stretch the resources of the fire department, this is just something we can't take a discount on. There's a lot of things, a lot of corners that I know we're trying to cut right now. The fire department is one we can't, especially as we try to increase the population or people are continuing to move in. So that's a corner I would definitely say not cut. As far as the gun shop, to me, it's not necessarily about being pro-gun or anti-gun. I mean, this is a business that is legal. I've seen the devastation as a UC Santa Barbara alumni and was there during the shooting of what guns can do. But this is not an issue of what guns can and can't do. This is a constitutional issue of whether this business can exist. As far as the 911 services, I have not met with the 911 service team. They're unable to meet with me, and so I do not have an opinion on that issue at this time.
Sorry, that's time.